Hello traders, welcome to my weekly market analysis. So it's the end of the month, so we will take a look also at the monthly chart. Let's start. Okay, so what we have here is the Bitcoin monthly chart. Let's take a look at what the month closed is telling us. So you can see that we have three bearish candles consecutive, and the price has also touched the monthly Kijun Sen. So the price seems to be bouncing from this monthly Kijun Sen, and also Kijun Sen is flat, Tenkan Sen is flat, the cloud is flattening, and Chico span is just ranging. One very interesting detail is that the monthly MACD is crossing over. You can see that the MACD histogram is increasing bearish below zero. So should the MACD crossover confirm, I think we will be entering and confirming a bear market, and Kijun Sen, I mean Tenkan Sen, will become the new resistance. Now I will move to the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, we can see that there was this bearish divergence. We had higher highs on the price, lower highs on the oscillator, and also we can see that there is a Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen crossover. Also, there is a cloud twist taking place right now. MACD is set to bearish. The bearish MACD histogram is increasing, and the price is struggling to keep this level. So we have this candle which seems to be a developing doji candle. Let's see if the price is able to bounce from here to the upside. But so far it doesn't seem like the bounce might happen too soon because the MACD histogram is increasingly bearish. We should see a MACD histogram color change to confirm that at least the short-term momentum in the weekly chart is, de is decreasing to the bearish side. Okay, and also we have this cloud twist. Now let's move to the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, we have a clear bear trend. I will switch to full screen. Okay, so we can see that MACD is on the bearish side of the oscillator. All of the elements are on the bearish side, except for the histogram, which seems to be retracing right now. We can see that we have high, low, high, low, high, low, and it seems like the price is forming right now a new lower high. So this seems to be a falling wedge in which the price is moving. Also, I will hide the indicators to see clear price action. We can see that the price is right now moving above these trend lines. Okay, so I placed two trend lines because for me this is the area of the trend. Okay, so if price happens to break below this symmetrical triangle, which is a bearish symmetrical triangle continuation pattern, the target of this chart pattern is close to 31K. Now I will bring the indicators back to see what the Ichimoku is telling us. Kijun Sen is almost flat. Tenkan Sen is right now moving downwards, and Chikou span is getting closer to the price. So we can see that this is a retracement of the bearish movement. So it might be it might be good to look for bearish opportunities here. Now let's move to the 4-hour time frame. So you can see that the price is right now testing the Senkou span V in the 4-hour time frame. Tenkan Sen is flat, and a MACD crossover is about to happen. So most of the signals we are looking at are right now set to bearish. Let's see if the price continues to go down, or it has enough strength from the buyers to rebound up, but it's mostly bearish. Okay, so that's it for Bitcoin right now. I don't want to take a look at the lower time frames because I want to keep this analysis focused on the medium term. Okay, now let's move to Ethereum. So Ethereum and Bitcoin have pretty much similar charts and patterns. We have the price moving below the cloud, bearish cloud, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Chikou span below the cloud, bearish MACD. Also, this seems to be a retracement of the most recent bearish movement. So we could be looking also for short positionings once the retracement is over. And well, the 4-hour time frame looks pretty similar to the Bitcoin 4-hour time frame chart. Now I want to move to Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Ethereum versus Bitcoin is right now looking bearish too. So remember that Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency in the market. So Bitcoin is sort of the safest cryptocurrency right now because it's the biggest and it's the one that has been chosen by some companies to use it for some transactions. So Ethereum does not have that much of a fundamental background. So it's expected that Ethereum will lose power against Bitcoin when the market is set to bearish. And lastly, Litecoin, which is also bearish. So this coin has done nothing if you go back to mid 2021, or it's also right now at the prices it was back in December 2020. Okay, so that's it for the cryptocurrencies. I just wanted to take a look at the largest cryptocurrencies. I don't want to take a look at the minor cryptocurrencies right now. I might do it later. So let's move to Forex market. Let's take a look at Euro USD. So in the monthly chart, we can see that the price is right now ranging. The price is breaking below the cloud. We have had several bearish candles. Kijun Sen is flat, Tenkan Sen is moving down, and a cloud twist is about to happen in the monthly chart. Also, Kijun Sen is about to break below the cloud. Another bearish sign, we have a MACD crossover in the monthly chart. So we should be looking perhaps for short entries. Let's move to the weekly chart. So in the weekly chart, we have already a bearish movement in the charts. We have bearish cloud, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, and Chikou span below the cloud. So last week was very bearish, and the MACD is also on the bearish side. So it looks also like a MACD crossover, a bearish MACD crossover is about to take place. So we should be looking for short positionings in the coming days. Now, going to the daily chart, we can see that the price was rejected by Senkou Span B back on January 12th, and the cloud has turned bearish again. Also, we can see that we have this low, and even though we have a lower low, it looks like the MACD will begin to form a bullish divergence. So I wouldn't enter right now. I would wait for a retracement back here up to Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, or even Senkou Span A, and look for the short positioning, expecting to see the price go lower. In the 4-hour time frame, we can see that there was a strong downwards movement. The price broke the Bollinger Bands, Chikou Span broke the Bollinger Bands, and we can see that right now the momentum is decreasing because MACD histogram is showing a decrease of bearish momentum, and it's about to cross over. So I will wait for retracement to confirm. Let's see with Fibonacci retracements how much we should wait perhaps. So right now the price has not retraced much. I think a good entry point is the 38.2% level. So also the price could retrace and test this level as resistance, or this level. So let's wait for the retracement to be over and look for the entry confirmation for the short position. Okay, now let's move to British pound versus USD. In monthly chart, we see that the price is right now in the cloud. Kijun Sen is flat, Tenkan Sen is flattening also, and Chikou Span is in the cloud. So this is ranging. We see that there is a bearish MACD crossover. So the chances are that the market will continue moving down. Why? Because we have high, low, high, low, high, low. So the price is pretty much in a downtrend. Now let's move to the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, we already have a bearish cloud twist. The price is breaking below the cloud. Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen are also about to cross to the bearish side of the chart, and Chikou Span is entering the cloud. We have the MACD on the bearish side, and the MACD histogram is showing a decrease of bullish momentum, so this might be a good time to enter and set our stop loss above the latest high, the most recent high. So let's go to the daily to see if this could be a good time to enter the market. So we have in the daily chart, the price is right now in the cloud. A Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen crossover is happening right now, and Chikou Span is right now touching the price. It's overlapping with the price. So I think we need to wait a bit before entering short. I would like just to wait for all of the elements to confirm the bearish momentum. Also, the cloud is right now set to bullish, so I would like to see that turning bearish again. But the higher time frames show that the market structure is set to bearish. Now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the bearish movement has already begun. Bearish cloud, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Chikou Span below the cloud, and a strong Bollinger Band breakout. Also, Chikou Span broke below the Bollinger Bands, which is a sign of a strong breakout. So the MACD is showing right now a decrease of bearish momentum. So it might be a good time to look for a sign of continuation to the downside. So you can see that the price tested this level as a support, as a resistance. So now this level is becoming the new support. So let's see if we can project this to the past. So you can see that the price is right now finding support at this previous level, which was tested on December 2021. And if you go even before you can see that this level has been tested several times before. So if the price breaks this level to the downside, it's a good it's a good short entry opportunity. So I would like to go to the 1 hour time frame to see if there is any chart pattern that we can see. So we have low, high, low, high, low. So mm, I cannot relate this pattern to any known chart pattern. So I think we should just wait for the breakout to the downside. Okay. Also, a bearish MACD crossover is about to take place. So let's stay let's pay attention to this market because it seems to be a good opportunity to short. Let's go to the USD JPY. Okay, monthly price is the price is breaking above the cloud. This is beginning to look very bullish on the monthly chart because Chiku span is above the cloud, price is above the cloud, and of course Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen will follow the price, and the cloud is becoming bullish. So looking at the MACD, we can see that the MACD is also showing the bullish momentum, increasing bullish MACD, and well, all of the signs are set to bullish. Also, looking at the market structure, we can see that we have this low, high, low, high. So let's draw this. So if you pay attention, you can see that the price just broke out of this trend line. Also, I want to see the Ichimoku retracement. I mean the Fibonacci retracement. So you can see that the last bullish movement from here, from 75 up all the way up to 125, this bull run retraced to the 50% level and it has found support since. So I think this is a healthy uptrend. Let's see if it continues. Now, going to the weekly chart, we can also see, I'm going to hide that Fibonacci retracement. So we can also see that the cloud is increasingly bullish. All of the Ichimoku elements are set to bullish. Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Chiku span above the price. And the MACD is showing a decrease of bullish momentum. So it might be a good opportunity to pay attention to this market and look for bullish entries. So it's likely that the price will retrace back to Kijun Sen because it's flat and the previous candle, the previous candles could not be broken by the latest candle. So let's go to the daily chart. And in the daily chart, we can see that the price is right now bouncing from the cloud. We had these higher highs, but decreasing highs on the MACD. This was a bearish divergence. Let me draw it. Okay. So bearish divergence. So this looks like an upwards trending channel. So I will be paying attention to this market and look for the entry for a long positioning. Okay, so that's it for the USD JPY. Now I will continue with the GBP JPY. So in the monthly time frame, we can see that the price is getting closer to the Senkou Span V, which is a resistance in this chart. So the MACD is showing a decrease of bullish momentum. So the price might retrace from this resistance and continue the movement to the downside. In the weekly time frame, we can see that the price has been ranging for the past weeks. Senkou Span A is flat. Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen are overlapping each other. They are flat too. And the MACD is showing a bearish divergence. Something like this. Okay? So this also seems to be a channel. So right now the price is ranging in the weekly time frame. I don't see a clear direction right now. So let's go to the daily. In the daily, you can see also that the price is ranging. It's bouncing inside the Bollinger Bands. The divergence is still there. I will redraw the divergence. Okay, so the price seems to be bouncing from this Senkou Span B level. Also, we have a Kijun-sen Tenkan-sen crossover. Chikuspan is inside the cloud, and we have a bullish cloud. We have also a MACD showing a decrease of bearish momentum, which reinforces the theory that the Senkuspan B level acted as support. So perhaps we will see the price still not doing anything in the coming days. It will keep bouncing here. Perhaps it will test again the upper Bollinger Band, this at approximately here at 157, or it may go down back to 148. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame to see if there is something happening. So in the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this is looking like a bearish movement. So you might look for bearish entries in the 4-hour and lower time frames as long as the price is below this cloud. So a short entry could a short entry opportunity could be happening right now because you can see that the price made higher highs. However, the MACD histogram is showing decreasing highs, which is a also is it's a divergence. And the price, I mean the MACD is about to to complete a bearish crossover below the cloud. So if the price breaks below Kijun-sen, which is flat right now, if price belows, if price crosses Kijun-sen to the downside, this will be a short entry opportunity. Now I will go to AUD USD. In the monthly chart, we can see that the price is is looking also like a range market because the price is very close to the cloud. Kijun-sen is flat. Tenkan-sen is slightly heading downwards. And this bullish cloud is really thin. We cannot trust it. And also it's not trending. And Chikuspan is right now overlapping the price. So you can see that the price, the MACD oscillator is showing a decrease of bullish momentum here at this level. So the price retraced from this resistance level, and now we have a MACD bearish crossover and an increasing bearish MACD histogram. So I think there will be short opportunities in the lower time frames. In the weekly time frame, we can see that the price, Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are already below the cloud. So the only element that's not there yet is Chikuspan, which is right now in the cloud, inside the cloud. So once Chikuspan is down, crossing the cloud, this will confirm the bearish momentum. Also, the MACD is on the bearish side, and you can see that the price rejected this resistance level represented by Kijun-sen. So in the daily time frame, we can see that there is a Bollinger Band breakout happening right now. So the price is breaking below the lower Bollinger Band. The cloud is showing a bearish cloud twist, and Kijun Sen is also breaking below the lower Bollinger Band. MACD shows an increasing bearish momentum. So the price is right now stopping here at this previous support level. So you can see that this support level is coming from several weeks ago. Let's draw this. That should be good enough. So if the price is able to confirm a candle close below this level, this is a good sign for short entries. Also, in the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the bearish movement is right now finding a loss of bearish momentum. So it might be a good time to wait for a retracement, perhaps back to Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen, and look for a short entry up here, expecting to see the price going even lower. So looking at the Fibonacci retracements, let's wait to see if the price retraces back to 38.2% Kijun Sen or any level that shows that seems to be a potential reversal point once the retracement is over. Now, USD CAD. The monthly seems to be a developing bearish market. The price broke below the cloud. Tenkan Sen followed the price. Kijun Sen is right now flat, but if the price remains bearish, of course Kijun Sen will follow. And Chikou Span is also about to break below the cloud. We have a bearish cloud and we have a bearish MACD with a loss of bearish momentum. So the bears might be taking a break right now before taking the price lower. Also, this looks like a double top pattern. So this seems to be an important level. We have one top and second top, and this is the neckline, which is also a confluence point with Senkou Span B here. Now, going to the weekly chart, I will adjust this. In the weekly chart, we can see that the price is bouncing right now. The price is pretty much ranging in the weekly chart. I don't see a clear direction right now. So Let's go to the daily. In the daily, we see pretty much the same ranging market. So the price bounced from this support level, it went all the way up here. I see that the price formed this head and shoulders pattern here. However, this head and shoulders pattern failed because the price broke below the neckline. However, it went back up and it's now above the neckline. Also, the MACD is set to bullish and the bullish momentum is increasing. I'm going to the 4-hour time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, we see that the price is right now touching the upper Bollinger Band. So we also see a bearish divergence on the MACD. So we have higher highs on the price, but lower highs on the MACD histogram. And there's also a decreasing bullish momentum here for the MACD histogram. So I think that the price might be stopping here at this upper Bollinger Band, which is acting as resistance right now. And perhaps we will see in the coming days, we will see a MACD crossover and the price might go down. So let's wait for this market to continue. Also, I think this might be a developing cup and handle pattern. Perhaps the price is doing something like this, and it might do something like this in the future. So yeah, let's see if this pattern plays out in the coming days. This is something I will be looking at. So remember that cup and handle patterns are really bullish, and the target of this cup and handle pattern will be something like this. Remember that the target of a cup and handle pattern is the height of the cup. So the height of the cup would be here. So, okay, let's see if this plays out. This also is beginning to look like a reversal head and shoulders because we have this shoulder, head, and if the cup and handle pattern plays out, this this could be the second shoulder. Okay, that's it for the Canadian versus American dollar. So lastly, well, not lastly, but I think I will stop here with the USD Swiss franc. The Euro JPY. Euro JPY is right now ranging. This looks like a huge symmetrical triangle. So the price is moving inside the symmetrical triangle in the monthly time frame. Mm. Also, you can see that the price is respecting this trend line. Why? Because we can see that the price made a bull run all the way up to this level 134. But then the price began to lose momentum. You can see that there is a MACD histogram color change. So it looks like the odds are set equally. It could go it could go bullish or bearish. In the weekly time frame, we see that the price is right now ranging and it's inside the cloud. Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are also inside the cloud, and Chikou-span is overlapping the price. So there is no clear direction right now. Also, the price, the cloud is beginning to form a bearish cloud twist. The MACD is pretty much close to the zero line. So, well, there is a lack of momentum right now. The price is just bouncing around. In the daily time frame, we can see that the price is moving in this channel-like pattern. So the price went all the way up from 114 to 134, and it retraced back to the close to the 38.2 level. So this bull trend is not over yet unless the price confirms a retracement close to or lower to 61.8%. So I think in the daily time frame this seems more likely to continue to the upside rather than going down. And in the 4-hour time frame, we see that the price retraced from its last bull run. So I'm going to draw another Fibonacci retracement tool. So this bull run is pretty much over because the price totally broke the 61.8 level. Also, it looks like the MACD is about to show a bearish crossover. You can see that the MACD histogram is decreasing. It's about to become bearish, and the MACD and signal line are about to cross over, and we are below the cloud. So this might be the continuation of a bearish momentum. So we could look for short-term short entries. And now going back, moving forward to USD Swiss franc. So you can see that the USD ramped up against the Swiss franc at the beginning of the pandemic. Now let's go to the monthly chart. In the monthly chart, we see that the price bounced back from this lower Bollinger Band. So it bounced back, but it failed to break above Kijun-sen. Also, all of the elements are right now in the bearish side of the chart. However, we can see that the MACD is showing a bullish crossover. So right now the price is ranging. It's doing pretty much nothing in the monthly chart. As you can see, the cloud is also very thin, and pretty much it's a flat cloud. Let's zoom in to the weekly chart to see if there's any clear signs of a trend. So the price retraced from this bearish downward movement. So looking at Fibonacci retracement levels, we can see that the price went down all the way from 1.022 to 0.8763, and the price has got very close to the 50% retracement level, and it's right now testing the 38.2% level in the weekly time frame. Also, the MACD shows a lack of momentum right now, and you can see that the price is inside the cloud. Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen, Chikou span, and the price are overlapping. So this is a ranging market in the weekly time frame. So there's no clear trend right now. However, we are coming from this downtrend. So the odds are more likely set to continuation. So we see that there's also this symmetrical triangle developing right now. What what you could name as a P wave in the Ichimoku time theory. So as we are coming from a downwards momentum movement, it, as I said before, the odds are more likely set to continuation once we break below this trend line. Now, moving on to the daily chart, we see that this symmetrical triangle is being respected right now as the price is forming a doji candle close to the upper Bollinger Band and the trend line. So I think we could wait to see if the MACD shows a decrease of bullish momentum, confirming that this trend line and the upper Bollinger Band are respected as valid resistance, and also the 38.2 level, which is also a confluence point. This is a strong resistance because we have the trend line, the upper Bollinger Band, and the 38.2% Fibonacci level. Going to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the loss of bullish momentum is already showing up in the MACD histogram. You can see that there is a lot of loss of bullish momentum. The MACD and signal lines are about to cross over, and Chiku span is beginning to range. So I will be paying attention to this market to look for a reversal trade, or if the price has enough strength to break this trend line to the upside, it will be the beginning of a really interesting movement. So keep an eye on this one too. Now I am going to take a look at the main indices. So let's start with Nasdaq 100. Nasdaq monthly. Wow. Huge engulfing candle. This engulfing candle is covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, 6 months. So a very powerful candle, and this candle strength is also keeping the price below Tenkan-sen. Tenkan-sen is becoming flat, and you can see per Chiku span that the current price is below this latest low. So this is beginning to look like a reversal pattern. Also, Kijun Sen is flat and the cloud is flat. Kijun Sen, I mean Senkou Span V and Senkou Span A are flat. So I think we should be very cautious with this market. Also, per MACD, you can see that there is a loss of momentum. Because we have clearly increasing highs on the price. However, we have decreasing highs on the MACD histogram, and the MACD and signal lines are about to cross over. So let's move to the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, you can see that the price is right now testing Senkou Span A as a support. Chikou Span, I mean Tenkan Sen and Kijun Sen are pretty much overlapping each other. However, when this happens and they move equally to the downside, this is a sign of strong bearish momentum. Chikou Span is right now touching the price, and MACD is describing this bearish momentum because we have bearish MACD crossover and an increasing MACD histogram in the bearish side. So I'm going to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement levels. And the price is right now testing the 23.6% retracement level. So I'm taking this March 23 back from 2020 as the swing low and this swing high. So we have to take a look at the lower time frames to understand what's happening, because the price broke below this level, which might be testing right now as resistance. So it might continue going down, at least back to the 38.2% level. In the daily time frame, we can see that the price broke the lower Bollinger Band. Chikou Span also broke the lower Bollinger Band, and all of the Ichimoku elements are set to bearish. Bearish cloud, Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen, and Chikou Span below the cloud. We have a strong bearish momentum per the MACD, which is right now retracing. So as I said before, the price broke below this level, which is right now testing as resistance. As you can see, this was a previous support, but once it's broken, now acts as resistance. So I will be looking for the bearish short entry once the MACD shows me that the retracement momentum is over. In the 4-hour time frame, I can see that the price is ranging. It's getting closer to the cloud. However, we have a decreasing bullish MACD, and it's not yet the time to enter short, because we have this bullish MACD. We have to wait for the MACD to show a bearish MACD momentum, that confirms that the retracement we are looking right now is over. Okay, so that's it for the Nasdaq 100. We have a bearish market right now. Now let's go to S&P 500. So it looks like the same story but with less strength because all of the Ichimoku elements are confirming a bearish momentum. However, the price has not broken the lower Bollinger Band, and Chiku Span is also inside the Bollinger Bands right now. And the bearish momentum is taking a break per the MACD. You can see that the MACD bearish histogram is decreasing. So this is also a bearish market, not as bearish as the Nasdaq 100, but you could also look for bearish opportunities here. And just like the Nasdaq, the S&P 500 is right now retracing, and it's it's ranging in these levels. So I will wait for a short entry confirmation for the MACD as long as the price remains below the cloud. So moving on to Dow Jones 30. Also, all of the Ichimoku elements are set to bearish. MACD also showing a bearish momentum that is right now taking a break. So you could also look for short entries here, but uh, as I would like to trade mainly the Nasdaq 100 because the Nasdaq 100 will offer you basically the same scenario, a bearish scenario, but with a lot more volatility. So instead of trading the S&P 500, the Dow Jones 30, and the Nasdaq, I would only trade the Nasdaq because these are highly correlated assets. So I think trading one is enough, and the Nasdaq seems to be the one to trade. So now going to the Russell 2000, let me take a look at the monthly chart. I didn't look at the monthly chart on the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones 30 because they look pretty much the same, and they are pretty much like the Nasdaq but with less volatility. So in the monthly time frame, you can see that we have a loss of bullish momentum, a MACD crossover, bearish MACD crossover right now per the chart, and a increasing bearish MACD histogram. So first target will be Kijun Sen. So let's see if this Kijun Sen level is a confluence point with some of the Fibonacci retracement levels, and yes, it is. The the Kijun Sen level is exactly at the 50% retracement Fibonacci level. So moving on to weekly, we see that the price bounced from Senkou Span V. We have TK crossover, Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen crossover, bearish cloud crossover, and you can see that we have these higher highs but decreasing highs on the MACD. So the price is right now retracing after this bearish divergence. We have bearish MACD entering the bearish territory with an increasing bearish MACD histogram. So in the coming days, I think it's likely that the price will either bounce back up to the 23.6% level, which is a confluence point with this previous support level. Okay, so that's it for the weekly. Now let me take a look at the daily chart. In the daily chart, we can see that we have a clear bearish market structure. We have high, low, high, lower low. So perhaps a lower high will follow up and continue the movement to the downside. So I'm going to draw another Fibonacci retracement. The price the price might retrace back to Kijun-sen, which is the 50% level, and it's also a confluence point with this previous support, which is now acting as a resistance because the price is below such level. And per the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the price was in a clear downtrend, and the price is now getting closer to the price. It's right now beginning to touch the price. Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are very close, and the cloud is beginning to flattening. So we also have this low and the lower low. However, we have increasing lows in the MACD oscillator. So this is a bullish divergence. It does not mean that the price will bounce from here all the way up to here. It does not mean that the bull trend will resume. It just means that the price is finding support here, and as I said before, perhaps the price will retest this resistance level. Okay, so let's continue. Let's take a look at the FTSE 100. FTSE 100 monthly chart. I see that the price is testing these previous all-time highs. However, we can see that the MACD histogram might begin to form a bearish divergence. So in the monthly, it's looking bullish, but the bullish momentum might come to an end soon. In the weekly time frame, we see that the price is showing a bearish divergence because we have higher highs on the price but decreasing highs on the MACD oscillator. Looking at the daily time frame, the daily time frame is already showing a bearish MACD crossover. However, the momentum is decreasing. So I don't see a clear trend right now. What I can see is that the price broke these highs, the price broke this resistance level corresponding to the previous highs. It went all the way up to 76.28 and retraced and tested again this same level as support, and it's now bouncing from bouncing to the upside from this support level. However, there's a bearish MACD crossover, so we will likely see the upper Bollinger Band rejecting this, rejecting the price. And also you can see that a Kijun-sen Tenkan-sen crossover is about to happen too. Usually the MACD crosses over before the Kijun-sen Tenkan-sen lines. In the 4-hour chart, we see no clear trend, so what we can do is just wait to see price action developing in the coming days. You can see that price is right now testing these previous levels, which act now as resistance. So let's see what happens in the coming days. But so far, I don't see any opportunities in the FTSE 100. Now, moving on to the Taiwanese index. The Taiwanese index is experiencing a strong pullback from its all-time highs. The Taiwanese index reached 754, but it pulled back from that level and it's now 690 points. So you see that the bullish momentum is losing power and a MACD crossover, bearish MACD crossover is about to happen. In the weekly time frame, you can see that the price is ranging. We had this bearish divergence, higher highs on the price, but decreasing highs on the MACD oscillator. The price is getting closer to the cloud. Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are close to each other, and the price is overlapping the Chikou span. Also, a bearish MACD crossover is about to happen in the weekly time frame. Let's go to the daily. In the daily time frame, the bearish MACD crossover is already here, and you can see that there is an increasing bearish momentum in the MACD histogram. However, the price is bouncing back from the Senkou Span B, which acted as support, and it's also a confluence point with this previous support. So I don't see a clear trend right now in the daily frame, in the daily time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, you can see what looks like a bear trend. So with the 4-hour time frame showing bearishness, you could, I think I will look for short entries in the lower time frames. Perhaps the price will break below this level, which it seems to be retracing right now. You can see that the price was making high, then another low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then a slightly higher low. So, sorry, I think the price is likely to continue the downwards movement. Let's see if we can use the 4-hour time frame as a reference for this downwards movement. Now, I will jump to the Japanese index. So, Japan is in the monthly time frame. It's ranging right now. It's ranging right at the Kijun-sen, I mean Tenkan-sen levels. A bearish cross, a bearish MACD crossover is right now happening in the MACD monthly chart. Weekly time frame, it looks like the the Ichimoku elements are beginning to move to the downside and are very likely to move to the bearish side of the chart in the coming weeks. We have a bearish MACD which is also entering the bearish territory. And the daily time frame is already showing strong bearish momentum because the price broke the lower Bollinger Band. Chiku Span also broke the lower Bollinger Band. MACD is in bearish territory, and the MACD histogram, well, it's retracing right now. However, the once the retracement is over, we might see another dump. So I will keep an eye on this, looking for short entries, just like most indexes. I mean, the Nasdaq is the one that offers the most volatility right now, as technology is is getting beaten right now because of the likeliness of the increasing interest rates in the US this year. So that's it for the indexes. I think it's enough for the indexes. Let's take a look at some energies. Oil. The oil was looking very bullish in the previous days. However, it seems that the bullish momentum is losing steam right now, and we might see a retracement. So let's see if the price retraces back to the 38.2, 50% or 61.8% levels in order to resume the bull trend. In the 4-hour time frame, you can see that there there is a bearish divergence because we have higher highs on the price but lower lows, lower highs on the MACD oscillator. Also, Kijun-sen is flat, Tenkan-sen is flat, and Chiku-span is getting closer to the price, and the cloud is getting thinner. Natural gas. So natural gas offered a impressive movement to the upside in the previous days. So it increased its value by 163.73%. So natural gas offered an amazing movement. And right now, let's see if the bull if the bullish momentum is likely to continue. So I will draw this Fibonacci retracement back from this swing low all the way up to this swing high. So you can see that the price is bouncing back from the 61.8% level. So we might see the price recovering the bullish momentum. And also the MACD is about to enter bullish territory with an increasing MACD bullish histogram in the daily time frame. So this is beginning to look very bullish. In the 4-hour time frame, we already have this Bollinger Band breakout. The price is breaking the upper Bollinger Band, Chiku Span is breaking the upper Bollinger Band, and all of the Ichimoku elements are on the bullish side of the chart. So I will look for retracements in the lower time frames to enter the slightly bull trend, which is resuming right now, according to this daily time frame analysis. UK oil. Same story as the first oil chart we saw. There was a huge bullish momentum, and it seems to be to be running out of power right now as it approaches the upper Bollinger Band. However, we have a Chiku Span breakout. So even though the bullish momentum seems to be decreasing, the price could still go up. So I will remain bullish on oil, of course, because all of the Ichimoku elements are on the bullish side of the chart. Now I will take a look at some metals. No, okay. Now this is gold. Gold is ranging in the daily time frame. So it's pretty much doing nothing in the daily time frame. It has been bouncing inside the Bollinger Bands. The cloud is flat. The Chiku Span and Senku Span. Chiku Span is overlapping the price. Also is Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen. So in the 4-hour time frame, this is beginning to look like a short entry opportunity because all of the Ichimoku elements are on the bearish side of the chart. So the price is the price is taking a break after reaching this lower Bollinger Band. So I will keep an eye on this to see if the price is able to break the lower Bollinger Band and if Chiku Span follows. However, there's in the 1-hour time frame there's already bullish divergence, so the price may stop here and range for some time before doing something. Now let me look for silver. Silver is ranging also, so I think we could look for bearish opportunities, short entry opportunities. using the 4-hour time frame as reference because all of the Ichimoku elements are set to bearish. However, in the daily time frame, the market is pretty much ranging around. Now, I will take a look also to Palladium. Palladium. Palladium is very bullish right now. So in the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we have this strong bull trend, and the price is right now finding some resistance here. So according to the daily time frame, the bullish momentum is increasing. So I think it's a good idea to look for long entries on Palladium as it's showing a very bullish set of signals because we have in the daily time frame all of the Ichimoku elements on the bullish side of the chart, and the MACD is also increasing. Sugar. So sugar is ranging too. Sugar has been ranging for the past months back to mid 2021. So I don't see any opportunities right now unless you want to go to the 1-hour time frame. But you could look for a short entry on the 1-hour time frame. However, a MACD decreasing bearish histogram is showing up right now. But I think this market is ranging right now. I think we could, if we want to trade this market, we could look for short entry opportunities because in the daily time frame, all of the Ichimoku elements are on the bearish side of the chart. And also we have the MACD in the bearish territory. And we have this small bullish momentum decreasing, which is now about to turn bearish because the daily MACD is about to cross over. Okay, so that's it for today. So this was a pretty long video, close to 2 hours, but I will keep doing this weekly because this helps myself. This is just to help myself to become a better trader. And I think that taking a look at the markets before they open is a good idea to understand what what you are facing according to the past. So hope you like the video, hope you like the technical analysis, and hope you learned something from this. Also, I would like to know if you agree with some of my analysis or if you think different, if you think that perhaps I am not seeing the right or or the same analysis that you. So so well, that's it for now, traders. Wish you good trading and stay healthy. Bye.